Alright peeps, welcome back to Planet Crafter. You join me where we left off, except for now. I've got plenty of inventory room to be looting all of this stuff here, including a tasty water bottle. But it's a bloody good thing I emptied my inventory and all. Look at all of this fat loot. A purification multiplier fuse. I haven't copped one of them yet. Oh, that's right, that reminds me. When I was roving over here, I unlocked the T2 atmospheric purifier, and that is where we get to use our purification gel. And it's not just chests we get to loot over here, we get to get some bonus iridium. And I'm just keeping this container here is my little shite container. And with this T1 heater deconstructed, that's this big old portable drill fully explored. And my rover's inventory nigh on full. But that's not going to stop us from continuing our exploration over here. What's going on round the corner, apart from some more inevitable toxicity? There's actually oh, there it is. I was going to say there's actually no toxicity knocking about. But we've got ourselves another construction machine, or deconstruction machine, that we can slurp some toxic goo up from. And with the last of the toxic goo slurped up, we now no longer have a big old countdown. But we do have a rover box to loot. Ooh, tasty food. I'll take that. I tell you what, this looks a tad suspect like. A big old pillar that I can rub me... Oh, I thought I could rub my face up against. What if I cannot rub my face up against this? I'm going to have to rub my face up against this big shroom tree here. Get to the tippity top of that. And then, once I'm on the tippity top of this, if I'm going the correct direction that is, I'll be able to jump down and get on top of me big pillar here. And that is... Oh, that's a big bloody mine is what that is. I was going to say, that's mission objective completed. I suppose if the game's going to say I need to slurp, I'll come back down to me rover and continue the old exploration game. Although to be honest with you peeps, I'm not sure I've got the inventory room to actually fully loot this one little thing here. Look at that, I'm about half full already. Now somehow, I actually, don't mind the pile of shite, managed to put everything in my inventory here. With 2 inventory slots spare. And I might need those for any random goodies I find on my little adventure back, yeah? Ooh, toxic goo storage. Hang about, I might be enjoying a bit of that. What's that? Whoa, what was that round the corner? Is that a waterfall? Right, we need to actually hang about here and have a look at this before I get on my bit monorail metro magnetic lev system. Look at this! What are these? I can't deconstruct you. I can't pick yous up. But yous are definitely summit like. Alright, what's all this about? I can't drink it or anything like that. It's a strange little spot. We'll have to clean up the rest of the toxic elements over here and then see what's what. But for now, I need to get my arse. Oh no. Yeah, I definitely just flew over last time, and honestly, it's probably quicker. Well, in that case, I think there's only one thing to do, and that is see if I can rub me face up against these rocks here and just go over the top of that big scary cave. Or do I find myself in another scary place? Why do I adventure through these little rock holes here into the back of the map where you're absolutely not supposed to be? Like, how are you, MiGly? Sort it out, will you? And by sort it out, that apparently means rub your face up against the rock. Oh, they put a bloody invisible ceiling here. Oh, no, they haven't. Right, rub your face up against these rocks that may or may not have collision and see if you can get over the top of the cave to your base. Slightly quicker, I imagine. Hope. Hope is definitely the correct word. Oh, this is scary, but I think that's my base over there. As long as there's collision! As long as there's collision! Let us through! Let us through! I'm out! I'm out! And I am not doing that again. Ooh, what was that? Oh, it's this more blue stuff. It was on a proper sprinkle there, wasn't it? Did you see it? Well, this area's been cleaned up and I still can't, like, slurp or get anything from here, so I think we might have to come back to that. Right. Ooh. Ooh, look at the big purple planet. That's cool. And you got the red planet and the green planet. 3 little planets knocking about. Or like a planet and 2 moons, most likely. And then you got their big boy. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about my oxygen. Well, I am very happy I'm back in me big old abode here. Me big old abode that, thanks to me last upgrade, only has one box of shite knocking about. Well, a Selena sheet as well, but we just haven't got the terraformation index requirements yet to actually build those things that I want to build with that stuff. Yeah, I still need 100 Mipus before I can start using all the stuff that's in here. Then you, box of shite, do your thing. And then drones, you do your thing. Oh, you're probably going all the way over there to the rover, aren't you? Oh, look at him. He is. Look at that little drone there. Oh, he's coming through the wall. They went the same way I did. Oh, yeah, these two drones have got their work cut out for them, like. But I'm not going to have my work cut out for us for very much longer, because I am sinking some resources into a bloody teleporter. Now, obvs, we're going to need some obsidian. Hopefully, we've got... we just have enough rods in here for that. I suppose the next big question is, do we have 4 pink pulsar quartz? We do not. We've got 2. Only 2. But can we craft some? Oh, we certainly can. But how many can we craft? Is it just the 1? Oh, it's not even 1. Oh, I forgot. These are always lit. They don't grey out when you don't have them. So I thought I had all those ingredients, but I clearly don't. I swear I've got methane cartridges, you know. Do I not have uranium? I won't have uranium, that's what it'll be. In that case, I suppose there's only 2 things left to do, apparently. Because we're definitely not making another nuclear fusion generator. Alright, you observant peeps already know the answer to this. Is there 3 uranium rods in here? And no. And I guess now I can check. Do I have any uranium? And that will be a negative. Oh, look at me little drone. He's just hanging about. Now, if that doesn't make you want to throw your hands up in the air like you just don't care, I don't know what bloody will. Oh, slipping some water, Will! I just came back and saw that in time. I'm even going to have 2 slurp foods for that. 2 slurp foods. Hey, 2 space foods. I don't have any more nuclear stuff. This is no good. How do I make more power? And how much more power do I need? 10 kilowatts. And I think 1 solar panel will do. Because that's 19 a second. Well, 19 and a half to be precise. And I know exactly where I'm gonna plop this bad lad. Well, not there. Right there's where I wanted to plop it. But I also realise we don't have enough power still. Oh, I didn't see the 4 and the 5 are different. Oh, alrighty then. Let's deconstruct this for now. But don't worry, peeps, I'm going to have myself a nice safe ride through the cave this time, not over the tippity top of it where the collision gets all questionable. And now that we've arrived back at our platform, we can exit our little happy dance, gone down to a rover here, and we'll just generally pile all the shite we can into that chest up there. Then, you know, I'm just going to jump cut back to when we've got a full inventory once again. Tell you what, like peeps, I may be back here with an empty inventory, but I'm a tad scared to go outside. It was some proper toxic rain earlier, and over here it's just really foggy. So I guess I can go into the safety of me rover if nothing else. And armed with the knowledge that I'm safe in me rover, let me get straight out of it, because I just saw a blue chest. Hello? Not off part. Oh, here it is. The rain's caught us up. It's all green and acidy. I managed to find my way back to that bit bulldozer that we looted last time. And on my screen, I can see 2 blue chests. Oh, and a bloody scary little drone. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're picking up the shite, but a bit of a heads up would be nice. Let's see what's in chest number 1. That's alright. I'll take the super alloy. You know, I need it for those big old chests. And then there was a blue chest in here. I'll definitely take the T2 engine, like. And I mean, while I'm over here, is this a... it's not a very friendly rock in general with me gun and arm going through it. But is this a rub your face up against the rock-friendly rock? Double rock, layered rock? Let's say rock a few more times and maybe it'll let us over this bit of lip that we've got going on here. Or maybe I'll just end up lost. Let's go back to the rover while I still know where it is. Because I very much want to explore over here. Especially since we got ourselves another little lootable vehicle here. And plenty of toxic goo to slurp up. And I saved the best to last for this one. What? There's... Of course. Of course there's one more when I come on and say I saved the best to last. How are you then? Where are you? Let's get you slurped up. Save the second best to last there. Look at that cannon. It's completely changed what these are like. Oh, there was a purple thing up there. I want to see if that changed. Doesn't look like it. Now, I want to see if these big purple... No, they might have changed, actually. I think they looked different. There's another one of these mad little waterfalls with water that you can drink from. Very nice, very nice. Can I harvest use then in that case? That would be a negative. Well, what's going on in here? Just a bit of sand? Why, aye, bit of sand. Why not? I thought there was going to be some mega cave or something. But I will say now that I've got a bit more freedom over here, I'm a bit more keen to try and rub my face up against this rock and get to the tippity top of it. Oh, well, I made it up here, which is higher than those shrooms, but now I need to get back to my rover because my oxygen level is a tad critical, as the warning on the screen says. And to be fair, I'm here in the big hopes of getting a big old pink pulsar quartz from one of these chests. I did get one from the one I looted earlier though, so you know, it is possible. Unless this super alloy rod, or maybe this water bottle, is secretly... Oh no, they are what they were. I was hoping they were secretly pink pulsar quartz. You never know when you get up the top of these bloody machines now, do you? Well, that's that laddie I looted. Not a single pink pulsar quartz. Oh, uranium! Uranium, let's go! Give me this uranium. I need it. Real bad. I definitely only need one, so I'm hopping the back of my rover, going straight back to the little monorail maglev metro over there, which I think is this direction. Or I at least hope it's this direction. And then we're gonna get myself a big old teleporter on the crack. Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. Let's head back to a base. Oh no. Oh no! Rover! Okay then. Looks like we're bringing that back up to the tracks once again. Oh, but for now, I'm going back using this train for hopefully the very last time. Alright, with me 2 uranium in there, we should be able to come in here and make 1 pink pulsar quartz! Yes! I only need 1. We can save the rest of the resources. Because I did get 1, like I said earlier, from that little loot that we did at the beginning of the episode. And you know what? Let's see how much purified water fills our little bar down there. Let's right click. Ooh, not all the way, but basically all the way. That's good to know. So this is a full quench, and that one is a mostly quench. Alright, now let's pick up all this stuff. Oh, I need power! I need lots of power as well. Oh, forgot about the power. Well, I guess the best way to ensure we have enough power is by building both of these feckers. Hello, drone. We're on your way to do something important there. I just stopped you in your tracks. But yeah, now we need to see exactly what we can craft power-wise. Because we need 400 kilowatts. Oh, but I could build a machine optimizer. Just not the T2 one. Right. Well, that's where the uranium rod's going. And I should have some blow bags. There we go. 2 of you. The all-important uranium rod. 1 real casual cobalt. And then, you know what, I'm not even going to get the iron from there. I'm going to get the iron from outside in a bit drill. That's chock-a-block, because why wouldn't it be? But with our machine optimizer, we can plop it down. Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a whip. I said a little bit of a whip. That will do. And with that machine optimizer, we can pop in one of our many, very, very many fuses that increase the efficiency of energy. That was a really, really long-winded way of saying I'm going to pop some energy fuses in here and hope that we don't have any power issues afterwards. Oh, you can only put 1 in. You can tell I'm used to using the T2s, can't you? But we've got power. That's the main thing. Because now we can teleport until our heart's content. Oh, that's right. I wanted to update yous. So let's pop up here. If you remember, this is new. All of this is new. And yes, I created a little pile of shite over here for all my seeds and whatnots. Because I wanted to create a pile of shite in the void that we had going on back there. But the devs have filled it. There used to be a big owl. Well, basically this bit of rock that I'm standing on now was missing. So where I was now, you could just go straight through the rocks. But since the developers have added the rocks in, it's a nice little cosy place to dump all your green. And I did have another spot. I think it was around the corner maybe. Maybe up a bit. There it is. This is where I'm dumping all my seed bags. But I wanted to show you that, because I did show you how you could get in there and have a look. And now, if you play it, you can. But if you still want to go and have an explore behind the map, well, apart from the places I've already showed you this episode, there's this spot over here. If you rub your face up against the rocks, you end up behind the map. You see? You can still be cheeky if you want to. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten about me iron pile of shite. We're still building that up. And on the other side, I reckon I'm going to start a magnesium pile. Now, I will say it while I'm on my final ride back. Yeah, this cave system here is quite a nice, clever little thing that the devs done. So you had to, like, get out your rover and use your teleporters once again and that. Because the rover at the moment is absolutely OP because it's fast as out. And don't worry, I'm not going to be letting the developers limit me in the way I plant my crafts. I mean, craft my planets. Alright, Maglev, you are no longer welcome here. Be gone! And now that we've got the Tover bit teleporter, I can hop in me bit rover here. Well, not hop in. Open the chest and very easily go and empty it by jiving back in. They were like, I'm up to 2 boxes of sheet and I filled them up. What was that thing we unlocked earlier? It was a bloody toxic goo collector thing, wasn't it this? Aye? A large toxic goo container to help clean the toxic areas. Yes, please. I suppose the only thing is, how big is it? Ah, it's not too big. I can deal with that. Let's see if I can get a boot popping it on top of here. Perfect. Because now it's part of the shite to recycle. And I take it I can't put anything in there. Just toxic goo. Oh, so it's a general toxicity container. Well, in that case, you can be absolute overflow and then supply everything out of the shite recycler here. Which is probably tocked up. Yep. Plenty of toxins in there. I wish I had a toxin storage container, like. Before we actually use the teleporter again from Yem to Toverbit, I wanted to let you know that the suspension on the rover proper kicks off. Well, it didn't do that last time. It, like, did a bit of a bounce, but I suppose that proved my point anyway. It definitely has a bit of a kick-off. Ah, I didn't quite land in time. Sorry, I have a bit of space food. I was trying to do the whole, hey, look, it's geysering up. I wonder if it just does that, like, generally or whenever it loads. I was trying to do the whole drop a bucket of water and land on it before you die of fall damage like Minecraft, but I wasn't quite quick enough. But anywho, what's going on over here? Apart from another bit of train to loot. I should be able to just rub my face up against this if there's not already a very simple ladder on the bottom of it. There usually is. Alright, well, now that I'm up here, what's going on in this train? Fat loot? Mild loot. Fat shroom, though, I'll take that. Oh, and there's a bit of train on the deck here. Surely, oh! I was going to say, surely this is where the best loot is, but of course it's not powered anymore, so the doors don't work on it. I will say I'm half tempted to just YOLO it and just absolutely yeet the rover off the edge there, but I have a feeling, yeah, it would be a bad idea, and I would be stuck down there. With how much contamination? Oh, it's not telling us. I don't want to go too far over. Maybe if I dive down here, it'll let us know how much contamination there is. And how much of a shit show it would be. 74 contamination I would have to clean up without any sort of breaks or purification capsules. No, thank you. So, you know, I'm going to head up these ladders, use the fancy pants monorail to go over here, and start slowly but surely cleaning up all of this toxic goo. Tell you what, the toxic goo's been quite easy to follow here. I just sort of cleaned up the top level and then it took me down here, and then I assume once I get down here it's going to take me to cleaning that up, and then if there's anything lower than this, it'll take me down there as well. A nice chill hoover up the goo session, which is just what I needed after the stress of the last episode, like thinking those orange plants were a bloody planet crafter. I will say, peeps, I can see that there's goo down there, but I can't particularly see a way down there. There's no obvious way the goo hasn't led me like I said it was going to. I did pick up 2 oxygen capsules, so I might potentially just YOLO it and get off the edge and see what I can do down here. Give me the slurp. Ooh, and this is sunken down. I thought the water was right at the... Ooh, hello. Why are you sparking? Are you a sparkly boy? Oh, and I've been spying these about, like, I'm going to be deconstructing those for extra power. But for now, I have some oxygen capsules. I do not have any purification capsules. So let's get the last of this toxic goo slurped up, because there's still a little bit left. And with the last goo cleaned up... Oh! Oh! All of the things are happening. Okay then. I was going to say I didn't get the blue thing. But I did find some stairs. But I don't think that's the way up. Yeah, no, it isn't. Because I also found a big lift. So I believe if I press that... Oh, ah! Yep! Alrighty then. Yep, okay. Alright. So that lift, I would assume... You know, just assumptions are being made that that lift goes down, not up. And I definitely need to slurp one of these oxygen capsules. Alright, so, now that I'm down here, cleaned up the toxicity, how do I get back? Open a fusion reactor. Read message. What should I do first? Nah, I'm going to open the fusion reactor. I didn't want to read the message because that takes loads of time and I don't have the oxygen. Oh, lift. Alright, we've got a lift. Alright, let's leave the message then. I love me some Planet Crafter. Alright, what's this say? Since this planet has no natural water cycle, we shouldn't have any problems with infiltration, as so often happens. To be on the safe side, we have nevertheless installed a filtration system. All we need to do is place a few purification fuses to drain the crevice and its cavities, if there ever is a problem. Oh yeah, cheers! And I've got one of those fuses, remember? So we can drain this and then use that lift. Oh, I don't really want to know what's under this water. It'll probably be too scary for me, like. I just want to... Oh, eh? Is the lift not here? Oh, there's a lift up the top! You know what? There was probably a bit of goo leading us right to the lift. Or like I cleaned a bit of goo off the lift like I did down there. And I just didn't even suss. I just bloody yeeted myself off the edge and hoped I didn't fall in what looks to be a big old crevasse. But anywho, I'm just going to have myself a lovely... Oh, no. I said I want to have myself a lovely glitchy jumpy time gunning up this bit lift here. So now I can enjoy myself. And I'm at the top. I did see this when I was here, this big purple boyo, but I didn't see any screens that were on. Which is a big shame. Oh, loads of bait though, I'll take that. You know I'm always hungry for more chippos, even if it does lag the game. Nah, I think I got to save and progress at the same time. But I definitely have enough resources to take that away. And then I can plop another nuclear reactor down on the roof. Or two. Ah, so is this a lift as well? But it's all thingied up. Overgrown with toxicity. All I know is I want to loot this chest, but I can't because I don't have enough inventory room. So, here we go. Ah! That was the first time I'd done that. I was a bit scared, but I was fairly confident. But just because my inventory is completely full does not mean I'm not going to see and have myself a little explore all the way up the top of this base here. Because it's got the arms going up the top. Why wouldn't I? Ooh, what's that? Ooh! Little oasis. I was going to say, I swear that's a big tree. Oh, I know, it's probably a shroom. It's the big shroom. I do want to go and see what that's all about, though. That looks special. Yeah, it looks special. Speaking of special, let's get on here, shall we? Surely we can turn around, get in here, and the collision's going to be there. The collision is actually here! Is that a dam? Is that a dam? There's a dam! Nah, we're gonna be going and exploring that bloody dam rather sharpish. But first, I've got to throw my hands up in the air like I just don't care. On top of me big satellite. I also need some oxygen, and I am not gonna slip that capsule. I'm gonna go back to me rover because I'm a risky little biscuit. Actually, this is kind of risky. No. I'm in. I was clicking blindly there. But anywho, I've got to get myself back to me teleporter and start dumping loads of shite off at me base. And yes, after precisely one teleport like that, I have decided that that teleporter is staying in my pocket. Oh, there's loads more of that crash bloody train here. You know what, let's actually clean up these 49 bits of toxic goo. We started it when we first got to this area, let's bloody finish it. But instead of faffing about slurping it all up, I'm going to go ahead and detonate some of these big old kaboom. So with this being a kaboom, will it injure me? Let's have a go. No, it doesn't. I didn't think it would with it being a toxic kaboom. But at least now I can be like, hello, a kaboom! Oh, I love that. There's only 9 left as well. I made bloody short work of that with those 2 explosives. I think the other ones are up here. I remember seeing them when I went to retrieve the rover after the bloody big monorail knocked it out. But I did bring 3 of these, so let's set off 3 of them. 2, 1, hands in the air like you just don't care! Ah! Oh, yes. I definitely need to employ more of those explosives, like, for the toxic goo removal. That's well fun. And look, it still says 40 out of 49. I found a glitch! Guess who found a glitch in a game? Yeah, nah, so if you clean up the last bit of toxic gooage with an explosives, it looks like it does no update. Because this is definitely clean. Look, I can slurp this water. Damn it, game making us look like a liar. But I did see it all like receding and everything, so yeah, nah, it's definitely all cleaned up. You know what, actually, what happens if I exit this area and then come back? Does it still claim that I have 9? I may have glitched the HUD slightly. There's 0 bits of contaminated land around where I am, and it still says I've got 9 to clean up. I was thinking of another test as well. We could try and pop our teleporter down, because it wouldn't let me pop the teleporter down while it was all contaminated. It was like, nah mate, you need to clean it up first. So yeah, now the game knows it's clean. The HUD's just a bit glitchy. It won't stop us looting these lovely chests though. Oh, ice. I haven't seen that for a while. I got a meteorite shower knocking about, but I'm not overly concerned with that. I just want to head home and dump my inventory because it's full once again. Let's craft myself a water bottle, slurp it up. I tell you what, like, I'm starting to think I need more drones. They're just not keeping up with me piles of shite. T2 toxic water collector. What does that cost? Things I don't have. Nay bother. Although having the T2 toxic water collector will come in very handy for some of those larger bodies of water. Ooh, and I'm just flying back to my dome after dropping off some iron. And I think we may have blue sky stage. It's very blue in here now. Are we at blue sky? Or clear sky rather. We are nigh on 21% the way to vegetation renewal. I assume that's his. Oh damn, we are flying along. And I haven't even popped in the upgraded atmospheric purifier. Alright, let's quickly drive into this contaminated bit to see if my HUD updates or not. 49 out of 40, 0 out of 37. And then once I leave this area, it should just go away. Why aye, that's that all fixed. Unless when we go back to this area, it pops up saying 40 out of 49 again. Nah, we're sorted. Well, there you go. If you clear up the old toxicity area with a big kaboom instead of your slurping gun, you just have to go into a different toxicity area and come back, or take your chip off and put it back on. That'll likely fix the issue as well. But for now, we've got ourselves a bit of an explore. I was hoping to catch that, but I certainly didn't. So let's definitely not fall all the way down into the goo. I suppose we're going to be doing a little bit of a bottom to top explore / loot over here. At least I know I've got oxygen capsules if I need them, and a plethora of pristine shrooms. 2 cosmic quartz! That's a mad loot, that, like. And 1,000 Terra tokens. Bloody beautiful. Hello, peeps. I'm one with the toxicity now. I don't really feel like crafting this planet anymore. I just feel like gooping a boot and enjoying me toxic atmosphere. Nah, I'm just joking. I just enjoy walking through Collision. Plus, I was waiting for the lift to get done. Ooh, what's that doing there? Oh, it's a little frog spawning area. I thought it was a bit of a cave, but maybe not. Oh, hello, rest of the world. Looks like we're up on this level. That's right. There was this whole thing I never went in. What's going on in here? Ooh. Big fancy bridge. I like the look of this. Oh, what was that? Oh, just a wall. Fair enough. Just a real casual wall. Can I walk out there? No, right. I was a bit scared. You know what I'm like. I have to test these things. And what we got in here, far from a room that I don't really think I want to enter. Let's have a look. Electronic scraps. We're just going to have a fly over and out to the other side. Oh, that's where that big pool was. And all of its accompanying spawnage. Ooh, tungsten. Straight up tungsten. Ooh, I'll take a couple of them at least. I suppose this might be like a rover entrance. Nice friendly rover entrance. It just looks like the floor's going to drop out, or I'm going to have a million things drop down I'm going to have to fight or something, but I just need to keep telling myself it's not one of those games. Although I do have to clean this room up though. I can't leave it all bloody messy. What if I bring my rover in here and there's some sort of collision issue with that and it sends it flying? Oxygen level low! We are going back to the rover right here, right now, immediately. Just over there it is. Oh no. I did this, I'm getting flashbacks from the last time I did this. Why? Do you do this, MiGly? I mean, the game's already stressful enough. You didn't have to be adding bonus stress on. But I do want to see where this monorail would have went. Maybe into that cave. Maybe we have to have an explore in there soon. But for now, I want to see what the crack is with the rest of this. Is this a telly? It's a telly! Telly's in the middle! Telly's in the middle. The best commentary around. Ooh, lift. Oh, there it is. Hello, lift. Is this the way I was supposed to get down? You're telling me I'm not supposed to scale the side of the structure and then jump in? Ah, that is what they're trying to say. Absolute lunatics. Why wouldn't I just bloody get along the side there? Ooh, is this another locked off one? I've got to get a certain terraformation index. Yeah, look. 1 Gippy purification is when I can go through here. And thankfully, there's nothing else stopping me from going over here, so it's all good. There's no way I can completely negate the need to have purified up to 1 Gippy. Oh, no way! The developers have actually blocked it off! It's a bit like the cave. You can get around it, but you can't get through it. I gotta wait until me 1 Gippy purification. And yeah, nah, I'm sure there's a way I could easily get around, but I'd rather not, you know. I'd rather not be a cheesy little planet crafter. Which brings me to why am I down here if I'm not being a cheesy little planet crafter? Why am I away from the safety of the rail and down here with all of the what looks to be toxic water? Yeah, there's 100 water that needs to be slurped out of there before I can drink it. Ooh, there is a lovely little archway here though, of the natural vine variety. Oh, hello Rover. What you got going on in here? Basically nout. Oh, pulsar quartz! Sorry Rover, I didn't mean to speak bad about you. But does that mean there's like a little bit of a base about? Or maybe that there's just a bit of contamination about? Well, I need to get back to me Rover before, you know, I start suffocating and all that type of stuff. So can I get up there, please? I need to get up with the quickness. Oh, that is quite the ways up. Let's see if I can rub my face up against these rocks and maybe get up. Oh, there's an overhang! MiGly, why do you explore into these ridiculous situations? I got over the overhang, it's alright. I think I'm going back here anyway. I believe so. Let me back in, please, game. No dodgy collision. I need me oxygen. Immediately. Oh, do I have an oxygen capsule? I think I've got an oxygen capsule in now. Oxygen capsule? Oxygen capsule. Whoo! Right, with 3 full bars, let's get back in to exploring this area. And I done it again, didn't I? Yep. Not to worry, because I've got a teleporter down here and I can just teleport yem. And look, don't mind the fact I've got a 4th box of shite knocking about. Or the fact that I've got 2 toxic goo tanks stacked on top of each other. And in our peeps, with this beautiful lighting we've got here, I think it's time to try on some more spacesuits. Oh, big white Sentinel Corp branding. We'll have none of that. What about the rodeo suit we found on this planet? It's the same as my stanky one. Then now we're taking that off and we're going to put that straight in my Clay's locker here so I don't get confused. That's me stinky rodeo suit that I'll probably most likely end up keeping on. But how's the Kipto suit? Kipto suit is branded. What about the Tubio? I think I remember the Tubio. Yeah, it's a cool little suit, but once again, got the branding on it. Now I don't know if I've seen the alley. Oh, I haven't. That's a proper nice little stripy boy from the Sentinel Corp. Now if that says Sentinel Corp on the back as well, I might have to get amongst that. Now I am half tempted because it does just say Enti Corp. But let's see what the rest of them have to offer. And by rest of them, I of course mean the old classic Black Compto spacesuit. Unfortunately, with full-blown Sentinel Corp branding. I'll allow it. Actually, what am I wearing now? Basic bitch banding suit, get that off us! I want me rodeo suit back. Oh, aye, that makes us want to throw my hands up in the air like I just don't care. But without further ado, we should dive back in our teleporter because I have a purification multiplier fuse in my inventory. But before we go ahead and pop this multiplier fuse in this little container here. I want to be a big old tease and say I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Planet Crafter, and be keen for next week where we're going to drain this crevasse, as well as continuing our big old explore on this side of the cave. Well, until then, have yourselves a lovely time, and a toodle beep.